Hey everybody, welcome. I'm Heather. I'm the Bent Yogi. Welcome to Friday Power Flow. Today is a little bit of a special Friday Power Flow, 45 minutes, a little bit longer than usual. I hope you enjoy it. Let's get started. You can get started in your downward dog. If you're not there already, come on your mat, come into your downward dog. If you want to get started in child's pose, you know you can get started in child's pose, and I think you know, but I'm going to remind you, you can come into child's pose at any point during your practice today. Here, spread your fingers wide, let your heels soften. Together, let's take a big breath in, and a long breath out. A big inhale, and a big exhale. Bring your feet together a little bit forward. Take your right leg to the sky and bend your right knee for your down dog hip opener. So if you can see my feet, or my right foot anyway, you can see that I have summer feet. I can never seem to keep them clean. Just like my yoga mat. I can never seem to keep my yoga mat clean. Take your right leg back up, roll your hip down, come on forward to your high push-up, draw your knee into your chest, lift out of your shoulders, belly pulls in and up, maybe tuck your nose or your forehead in to meet your knee. Inhale up and back to your three-legged dog. Now step your right foot to your right thumb. Left hand on your left shoulder, left heel, left knee lifted. Twist to your right. Take your right arm up to the sky. And if you want to drop your back knee, you can drop your back knee for a little more support. You might have your left hand flat. Maybe make a fist. Maybe you can hear Belle barking upstairs. Take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. And take another big inhale. And as you exhale, bring your right hand down, step back, downward facing dog. Take a big breath in. Open your mouth, empty out. Bring your feet together a little bit forward. Now your left leg to the sky, bend your left knee for your down dog hip opener. You can always drop your right knee down for this. Lift out of your shoulders. Let your head hang. Inhale that left leg back up, hip rolls down, high push up, draw your knee into your chest. Still lifting out of your shoulders, right? Really engage your core, engage your right leg, maybe tuck in here, up and back to your three-legged dog. Now your left foot to your left thumb, lightly. Runner's lunge, right hand under your right shoulder. Twist to your left. Let the crown of your head extend forward. Extend back through your right heel. Nice and long through your right leg. Take a long breath in. And a long breath out. Another big inhale. And as you exhale, left hand down, right foot steps up. Come to the front of your mat. Feet at about hips width distance. Bend your knees a lot. Rest your torso on your thighs. Interlace your fingers at your low back. You can add a towel or strap between your hands. Press your knuckles back. Start to peel your chest up off your legs. It's almost like an upward dog here. Shoulders roll back, shoulder blades squeeze in. Check in with your feet, soften your toes, take a big inhale. Now with your fingers interlaced, start to fold forward. Hands come up and over, a little bit of a shoulder rinse, maybe a big shoulder rinse. Take your time with it. You can keep a big bend in your knees, or you can feel for straightening your legs little by little, one breath at a time. Feel if you can drop your head. Take a big breath in. And a long breath out. And take one more big inhale. And as you exhale, release your hands. Walk your feet closer together or to touch and rise to stand. Come all the way up. Lift your hands, lift your heart, reach up. There goes Winston. He doesn't want to miss out. Take a really big inhale. Hands to your heart, exhale. Set your gaze, lower your gaze, or close your eyes. You can set an intention for your practice today. My intention is for my dogs to stop barking. And for us to have some fun. Take a big breath in. And a long breath out. Inhale, sweep up, reach up. Fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, flat back, inhale. Hands to your mat, step back, high push up. A little pause here, set this up. Fingers spread wide, strong through your core, long legs. Take a big breath in. Move forward, halfway down or all the way down, low push-up. You can drop your knees as well. Inhaling, upward facing dog, maybe your cobra or your low cobra. And as you exhale, back to your downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. And a big breath out. A big inhale. And a big exhale. Once more, deep breath in, fill up. Exhale lightly. Step or jump to the front. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale. Fold. Inhale, rise to stand. Hands high, heart lifts. Fold forward. Exhale. Halfway lift. Inhale. Chaturanga, low push-up. You can step or jump back. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And set your gaze to one point. Or close your eyes. Remember, you can add in child's pose. You can add in any variations. Take a big breath in. And a long breath out. One more big inhale here. Exhale. Walk or jump to the front. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale. Fold. Inhale, rise to stand. Lift up, reach up, fill up. Fold forward. Exhale. Empty out. Halfway lift. Inhale. High push-up to low push-up. Exhale. Inhale. Upward facing dog. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. Breathe in. And breathe out. Another big inhale. Exhale lightly. Step or jump to the front. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Katasana, chair pose. Set your feet. Big bend to your knees. Feet together or apart. Hands high or at your heart. Strong through your core. Really strong, intentional foundation. Check in with your feet, but soften your toes. Take a big breath in here. Fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. High push-up to low push-up. Exhale. Inhale. Upward facing dog. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Right foot steps forward. Warrior one. Virabhadrasana. Step up. Rise up. Big bend in your front knee. Front foot flat and straight. And then you can put a big bend in your front knee. Ground it through your back foot. You can lift through your back leg. Feel that. And you can breathe here. Big breath in. Long breath out. Breathe in. And breathe out. And take one more big inhale. Exhale, hands to your mat. High push-up to low push-up. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Left foot steps, warrior one. Light step. Set your feet, rise up. Might be one step, maybe a couple of smaller steps. And again, you can breathe here. Sounds silly to say you can breathe here because we're breathing all the time. But really feel your breath. Anytime it feels challenging, right, just remembering that you can take a big breath in and a long breath out. And maybe your warrior one isn't all that challenging, but being present, being fully present is challenging. So really feel your breath, this moment of this breath. And then you're here. Take one more big breath in. Exhale, hands to your mat. High push-up to low push-up. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. And I'm glad you're here. I'm going to say that again. I'm glad you're here. Take a big breath in. And a long breath out. Another big inhale. Exhale. Step or jump to the front. Halfway lift. Inhale, exhale, fold. Katasana, chair pose. Sit down, reach up. Fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. High push-up to low push-up, exhale. Inhale, upward facing dog, exhale, downward facing dog. Right foot steps, warrior one, back foot flat, rise up. Exhale, hands to your mat. Chaturanga, low push-up. Inhale, upward dog, exhale, downward dog. Left foot steps, warrior one. Set your feet, rise up, exhale, hands back to your mat. High push-up to low push-up. Upward dog, take a breath in. Downward dog, breath out. Right foot again, warrior one. Come up, open out, warrior two. And add in a little space between your feet. You knew I was going to say that, right? Because I say that almost every time. Because we forget. And we forget that we can add in some space, take up a little more space. We forget that we can take a deep breath in and a long breath out. So our practice helps us remember. We forget that we are already in balance. We forget that we have already everything that we need within us. Our practice, again, helps us remember all this. Spin your palms to the sky. Take your right hand high. Reverse your warrior. Reach up and go back. I think we forget that we're all connected too. And at least for me, sharing the practice like this with you helps me remember that we're all connected. Take a big inhale. Exhale. Hands down to your mat. High push-up to low push-up. Inhale. Upward dog, exhale, downward dog. Take a deep breath in and a long breath out. Another big inhale here. Exhale. Step or jump to the front. Halfway lift. Inhale, exhale, fold. Katasana, chair pose. Sit down, reach up, fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. High push up to low push up. Exhale. Inhale. Upward facing dog, exhale, downward facing dog. Right foot steps, warrior one, back foot flat, rise up, open out, warrior two. Take your right hand high, reverse your warrior, side angle, Souptabata Konasana, right elbow on your right leg, your left arm reaches up for the sky. Check in. We forget to do that. We forget to check in. Here with your foundation, your feet, your breath, your intention. Check in with how you feel. And take your top arm, extend it forward. You can slide your bottom hand down inside or outside your front foot. Right, whatever variation you're in, hopefully you feel good because you are right here right now. We are right here right now. Take a deep breath in and a long breath out. Reach your top arm up, wrap it around behind your back. Your half bind or your full bind. Again, whatever variation works, you can play around with it. Remember, take a big inhale and a big exhale. Keep that bend in your front knee. Stay grounded through your back foot, long through the sides of your body. Little lift in your chest and in your heart. Take a big inhale and a big exhale. Reach your top arm back up. Let it bring you up to your warrior two. Take your right hand high, reverse. Exhale, hands to your mat. High push up to low push up. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a long breath in. Big breath out. Another full inhale. Exhale, walk or jump to the front. Halfway lift. Inhale, exhale, fold. Katasana, chair pose. Big bend to your knees. Sit down, reach up, bring your hands to your heart. Take a big inhale here and twist to your left. Right elbow towards the outside of your left leg. Feet together or apart but even. A little more weight in your heels. Long spine. And hips low, heart high. You can keep your hands together or you can open up. Right hand reaches down. Left arm reaches up for the sky. We're going to focus on the twist here, and then we'll come back for side crow. So stay with me on the twist. Stay with your breath. Stay with your intention. Take one more big inhale. Fold forward, exhale. Walk your feet apart. About hips width distance. Peace fingers catch hold of your big toes. Palms face in. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, lengthen and fold. You can work with more of a ragdoll here, more of a halfway lift, more of a bend in your knees. To breathe in, and breathe out. A big inhale, and a big exhale. Release your toes, walk your feet closer together to touch, and come back to your chair pose. Big bend to your knees. Come up, bring your hands to your heart. Take a big inhale, and again, twist to your left. So go to the left again. Right, in this twist, drop your hips towards your heels. So sit way down. Your heels will come up off your mat. Take your hands. Right now you're low enough that you can take your hands, put them on the ground. Maybe a little bit closer together than shoulder width. So a little bit closer together than you would in your crow. All 10 fingers point to the left. Your right elbow is just behind your left knee, so you have this connection. Your left elbow, instead of it pointing back, all 10 fingers point to the left. Pull your left elbow in, so your hip is just above your left elbow. Now, it kind of helps to keep your hands where they are. Start to straighten your arms, lift your hips a little bit. Bend your elbows, squeeze them in like you would for crow, and then drop on to your upper arms. Right, so your left leg is just above your elbows. Your left knee is over the right elbow. Your hip is over your left elbow. Play around with it a little bit. Check in with your hands. Keep your hands pointing to the left. A little bit closer together than shoulder width. Set your hands. Again, you can come up a little bit with your hips. Squeeze your elbows in. And then drop your legs onto your arms. So in some ways, if you can get into the twist, it's a little easier than your crow. You have a little more support. A little bit of trust, right? If you wanted to put a block or a pillow under your head, you can. All right, let's try it one more time. Notice if you've forgotten to breathe. And then go ahead and release. Come to the front edge of your mat. Walk your feet wide and come on down into your malasana. Sit low here. If you want to stay higher, elbows on thighs. Maybe you sit on a block. Take a big breath in. And a long breath out. Big inhale. And a big exhale. And there are other variations for side crow. You don't need the back elbow, right? You can extend your legs, but for today, we're just going to start with that variation. Take one more big inhale. And as you exhale, bring your hands to your mat. Start to lift your hips, walk your feet closer together or to touch, and rise to stand. Come all the way up. Lift up, reach up, fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. High push up to low push up, exhale. Inhale, upward facing dog, exhale, downward facing dog. Right foot steps forward, warrior one. Come up, rise up, open out, warrior two. Go ahead and straighten your right leg, pivot your toes towards the side edge of your mat. Interlace your fingers at your low back. Shoulders roll back, heart lifts, a big inhale. Fold forward as you exhale. Hands come up and over. So another shoulder rinse. If you want to work with a different hand variation, you can. Take a big breath in. And a long breath out. Big inhale. Big exhale. And take one more deep breath in. Exhale, release your hands under your shoulders, come halfway up. Pivot around towards the back edge of your mat. Left toes point towards the back. Coming into your runner's lunge, your right heel is lifted, plant your hands. Step back, high push up to low push up. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a big breath in. Long breath out. Another big inhale here. Exhale, step or jump to your hands. Halfway lift. Inhale, exhale, fold. Katasana, chair pose. Sit down, reach up, fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. High push up to low push up, exhale. Inhale, upward facing dog, exhale, downward facing dog. Left foot steps, warrior one, come up, rise up. Exhale, hands to your mat. High push up to low push up. Inhale, upward dog, exhale, downward dog. Right foot steps, warrior one. Virabhadrasana, reach up. Exhale, hands back to your mat. Chaturanga, high push up to low. Upward dog, big inhale, downward dog, exhale. Left foot again, warrior one, rise up. Open out, warrior two. Set your foundation, adjust a little bit, find your foundation. Set your gaze or close your eyes. And soften your face, soften your jaw. That's something we forget too, that even when we're in something that requires strength, like this practice,
we can have the balance of softness, opening our hearts, opening our minds. Take a big breath in and a long breath out. Spin your palms to the sky. Take your left hand high. Reverse your warrior. Reach up and go back. Find a place for your right hand, long and strong through your right leg. Big bend in your left knee. Lifting from your left hip. A lot of length in your left side body. Feel right to the tips of your fingers. Take a big inhale. Exhale. Hands to your mat. High push-up to low push-up. Inhale. Upward dog. Exhale. Downward dog. Downward dog or child's pose. Take a breath in and a breath out. Another inhale here. Exhale. Walk or jump to the front. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale. Fold. Katasana. Chair pose. Sit down. Reach up. Fold forward. Exhale. Halfway lift. Inhale. High push up to low push up. Exhale. Inhale. Upward dog, exhale, downward dog. Left foot steps, warrior one. Come up, rise up, open out, warrior two. Take your left hand high, reverse your warrior. Side angle, Souptabata Konasana. Left elbow on your left leg, right arm reaches up for the sky. Left foot is flat and straight. Soften your toes, left knee tracks over your left ankle. Alignment, stability, intention. Take your top arm here, lengthen it forward, stay long through your right leg, right shoulder rolls back. If you want to slide your bottom hand down, inside or outside your front foot, you can. Take a big breath in and a long breath out. Breathe in and breathe out. Reach your top arm up, wrap it around behind your back. Come on into your half bind, maybe play around with a full bind. Remember to stay with your breath, stay grounded. Soften into it a little bit. Big inhale and a big exhale. Really nice, everyone. Reach your top arm up. Let it bring you up to your warrior two. Left hand high reverse. Exhale. Hands to your mat. High push up to low push up. Inhale. Upward dog. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Take a big breath in. Empty out. Another inhale here. Exhale lightly. Step or jump to your hands. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale. Fold. Chair pose. Katasana. Set your feet. Bring your hands to your heart. Check in with your feet so they're even. Hips low, heart high. Big inhale. Twist to your right. Left elbow towards the outside of your right leg. So focus on the twist. Notice if your thinking mind jumps ahead. Come on back. You're here. You're grounded. You're supported. We're connected. Hands can stay together or open up. Hips a little bit lower. That's one you can play around with. Keeping your spine in your body. Using your breath on your inhale. Lengthen. A little more twist on your exhale. One more big breath in. Fold forward. Exhale. Walk your feet apart. About hips width distance. Stand on your hands. Hands under your feet, palms up, fingertips towards your heels. A little bit of a halfway lift. Lengthen and fold. And again, the option for more of a ragdoll, more of a halfway lift. Maybe your hands, maybe it's just your fingers under your toes. Maybe it's your toes to the creases in your wrists. Whatever it is, it's yours. It's your practice, your body. Remember to breathe and enjoy it. And take your hands out from under your feet. Walk your feet closer together or to touch and come back to your chair pose. Bring your hands to your heart. Twist to your right. Once more, left elbow towards the outside of that right leg. Now again, drop your hips down toward your heels. Your heels will come up off your mat. So you're in a really low squat. Low enough that you can get your hands down to the ground. All 10 fingers point to the side. Right, my hands are definitely closer together than shoulder width, right? Especially this right hand. You want to bring it in so when you pull your right elbow in, your hip can land above your elbow. So I can just lift off from here, right? My left knee, no, this is my right knee. My right knee is already above my left elbow. And I can bend my right elbow and get my hip above the elbow. But often it helps, just like we did on the other side. Keep your hands where they are. Start to lift up so your arms straighten, Bend your elbows, start to squeeze them in, and then drop down onto your elbows. And maybe lightly lower onto your elbows is a better way to put that. Play around with it a little bit. Fingers spread wide. Notice your breath. Notice if you're holding your breath. Squeezing that back elbow in. You want to use both arms. You don't always have to use the back arm. And again, maybe you put a block under your head. You can play around with it. If you can keep your legs and your feet together, that helps too. So take one more big inhale and then release. And let's come back to Malasana, back to our squat. Sit low or maybe stay higher. Let your shoulders roll back, heart lifts. Here, extend your left hand out beyond your left big toe. Left arm on the inside of the left leg and open to the right. Let your right arm reach up and back. A little bit of a spiral. Take a big breath in and a long breath out. And then switch it up. Right arm on the inside of the right leg. The left arm goes up into the left, open to the left. Long through your spine. Lift your heart. Take a big inhale. As you exhale, both hands come down. Lift your hips. Walk your feet closer together or to touch. And rise to stand. Come all the way up. Lift up. Reach up. Big inhale. Fold forward. Exhale. Halfway lift. Inhale. High push up to low push up. Exhale. Inhale. Upward facing dog. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Take a big breath in. And a long breath out. Another big inhale here. Exhale. Step or jump to your hands. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale. Fold. Inhale. Rise up. Lift up. Reach up. Bring your hands to your heart. Set one foot as your standing foot. And come on into your tree pose. Sole of your lifted foot somewhere on the inside of your standing leg. You can have that lifted foot anywhere on the inside of the standing leg. Set your gaze. And whatever hand variation you like. Big breath in. And a long breath out. Keep it simple. Sometimes poses like side crow can feel complicated. Sometimes tree can feel complicated. Keep it simple. Your practice is about you, your breath, being present, remembering your balance and your intention. Here comes Winston. Bring your hands to your heart. Bring that lifted foot back down and set it up on the other side. Long and strong through your standing leg. Gaze is set. Shoulders soft. And maybe it is, especially when it does get complicated. As we remember to breathe, we can remember that we are connected, we're supporting each other, but also that we have everything that we need already within us. Take a deep breath in, and a long breath out. Bring that lifted foot down, both hands high, reach up, a big inhale, fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale, high push up to low push up, exhale. Inhale, upward facing dog, exhale, downward facing dog. Come forward to your high push up, high plank, down to your forearms for your forearm plank. You can have your hands apart. You can interlace your fingers. If you interlace your fingers, just remember, soft and light with your fingers. Shoulders over elbows, just enough lift out of your shoulders and just enough lift with your hips that you're not collapsing. Now, lift your right foot, doesn't have to be high. Steady gaze, steady breath, hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring that right foot down lightly and lift your left foot. You can always drop the right knee, connect in through your core, but press out through your heels, draw the crown of your head forward. Take a big breath in, left foot lightly comes down. Right, steady gaze, soften your face, soften your jaw. We're going to stay here for just a few more breaths. Feel your heels press back. Belly draws in and up. Breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and come all the way down. Here, just flip over onto your back, and we will set up for bridge or wheel. Any variation, any combination. Connect down, lift up, connect your feet down, and connect into your breath, your intention. Feel where you can strengthen, absolutely, but equally feel where you can soften. Setting up for a bridge, a wheel, any variation, any combination, whatever expression, variation you come into it with breath and feel that you can stay in it and breathe. Big breath in, long breath out. Breathe in and breathe out. I think there are squirrels in my backyard. Take one more big inhale. And as you exhale, slowly lower down. Soles of your feet together, knees to the sides for Souptabata Konasana. Take a big breath in. Open your mouth, empty out. Hopefully you don't mind the dog distractions. Like, there's always distractions. I think that just helps us focus and soften, right? Because if we get twisted up about the distractions, then I think we're missing part of the point of our practice. Draw your knees to your chest, give them a squeeze, and come on into your happy baby. You grab your feet to the backs of your legs, maybe a little bit of movement side to side. If you want to extend one or both legs, you can. Especially when you're practicing at home. I think distractions are part of the practice. Staying on track in your practice, but also not getting worked up by the stuff that goes on around you. Maybe it's not just about practicing at home. Maybe it's everything. Right? Not getting worked up about the stuff that's going on around you. Draw your knees to your chest. Start to find some forward and back movement. Once you're ready, rock forward, plant your hands, and make your way back to your downward facing dog. You can move through your flow or just step back. Maybe you come into a child's pose. Take a big breath in. Big breath out. Feet together, a little bit forward, right leg high. High push-up, right knee above and outside your right elbow. You can drop to the low push-up, or you can stick in your arm balance, up and back, three-legged dog. High push-up, right knee above and outside your left elbow. Find some lift, twist, bring the knee forward. Up and back, three-legged dog. Now bend your right knee for your down dog. Hip opener, if you want to flip your dog, you can flip your dog. And from here, come on into your half pigeon. Right knee forward, left leg long behind you. You have some wiggle room. Bring that right foot to the left and forward. Even out your hips a little bit. And you can set up this variation, or you can set up the variation on your back. Take a big breath in. And a long breath out. You can settle in here. Allow yourself to be supported here. But also remembering to breathe here. Breathe intentionally. A big inhale. And a big exhale. And then notice if you can. Soften your fingers, maybe your toes, your face, and your jaw. All those little places where you hold tension. The stuff in your head that you might be hanging on to. Can you soften that by paying a little more attention to your breath? A big breath in. And a big breath out. Take a long inhale. And a big exhale. Set your hands under your shoulders and make your way back to your downward facing dog.
Whatever transition works for you. Take your time, take a breath or two. And bring your feet together and forward. Take your left leg to the sky. Come forward to your high push-up. Left knee above and outside your left elbow. Again, the option for the arm balance, the low push-up. Maybe we'll work on the arm balance next month. Up and back to your three-legged dog. High push-up, left knee above and outside your right elbow. Keep your right leg active. That knee comes forward and up. Up and back, three-legged dog. Bend the left knee. Down dog hip opener. All right, let that foot carry you over. Maybe you drop the right knee. Once you're ready, set up your half pigeon on this side. Take your time setting it up on this side. Pay attention to what you're working with. So you're not just moving under the assumption that it's going to be just like the other side. You're paying attention. Maybe it is like the other side. Maybe it is similar to the last time you practiced, but maybe it isn't. And you just want that space, the space from your thoughts, so you can work with whatever's going on right here, right now. Take a big breath in and a long breath out. And you have your breath to work with whatever's going on right here, right now. Take a long inhale, then a big exhale. Check in, let your head be supported, soften your neck and shoulders. Big breath in, and a long breath out. Hands under your shoulders, come on up, sweep your back leg forward. Take both feet forward, sit tall, extend your hands forward, strong core, and lower back slowly for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. You can hover your feet, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come all the way down. Draw your knees into your chest. And drop them over to your right for your twist. Any variation of the twist that you like here. And come through center. Take your twist to the other side. Back to center. And giving you a squeeze, any last poses, adjustments that feel right. And settle into your Shavasana. If you're near a wall, take your legs up, right? Really nice option. You can also work with your legs out if you want a little more support for your low back. Maybe feet at the outer edges of your mat and your knees together. Take a really big breath in here. And empty out.
Wiggle your fingers and toes. Just bringing some gentle movement to your body. Draw your knees to your chest. When you're ready, you can roll to one side and make your way to seated. Bring your hands to your heart. Set your gaze, lower your gaze, or close your eyes. Together, let's take a big breath in. And a long breath out. Drawing your thumbs to your forehead, to your third eye center. Together we say, Namaste. Thanks, everyone. Thanks for joining me for this practice today. I hope you enjoyed the longer practice. If you did, and you would like a longer practice, remember that you can catch me at my studio, Sanctuary Power Yoga, sanctuarypoweryoga.com, live, in person, via Zoom, and recorded classes as well. Most important, remember, take care of yourself, take care of each other, and I'll see you soon.